All right, guys. I don't know what happened there. I guess I'm gonna just have a two-parter on this live stream. I was telling the most epic fishing story ever in the world, and I got a phone call, and it kicked out everything. So hopefully you guys come back in the stream. Try to finish up the story, I guess. I don't know what happened. Oh man, the phone call kicked me off the thing, I think, and then I just lost you guys. So I was actually getting some people in here because the storm is coming. Everybody's getting off work. All right, so I'm gonna try to pick up where I left off at. Hopefully I'm not like duplicating or repeating myself, but I think the last part I said like 3 or 4 times. I got the shaky head in the grass. I'm trying to pull. Like I said, the grass pulled back on me, so I was like, all right, here we go. This is not grass anymore. There might be a fish here. So I go to set the hook on him. I set the hook on him. He starts coming towards me. I just don't think I got a good hook in him because I needed to set it earlier and maybe like a couple of times because it was thick, obviously thick in that grass that I had. The fish jumps straight up. I see it. My wife sees it. By far, the first, second, or third biggest fish I've ever seen in the Potomac River in my life. And I just want to put this in perspective. I caught a 6-pounder as a kicker in a tournament. In the Potomac River tournament. Now, that video I have on YouTube is with me and my son fishing, my oldest son fishing on the Potomac River. That day went from my best day of fishing on the Potomac River to the absolute worst day that I've had tournament fishing in my entire life. Like the worst day. And I had one tournament where I lost 2 casting rods and loose reels in Lake Anna. Okay. While running, I lost 2 castings. No, 1 casting, 1 lose reel, and a Shimano reel. I'm trying to put it together. Shimano reel, it was like a Canaan, and it was a lose LFS, a casting rod, and a lose rod. In the river, I lost, in a lake, I lost them in 60 feet of water at Lake Anna. That was in a tournament. That wasn't the worst. I had a tournament where when I first got my boat, it was a 45-pound thrust trolling motor. And I was fishing a reservoir, and I fished for 8 hours on a reservoir. I couldn't even make it back to the boat ramp at the end of the day. I had to get dragged in by one of the old dudes fishing to get back to the boat ramp. I had no fish, had to get dragged back to the boat ramp by an 80-year-old man in front of my wife and my brother and my kids standing on the dock. And I had no fish. I had that happen in a tournament. I lost 2 rods in the tournament. Okay. And this day turned out to be worse than that day. The other tournament I'm talking about where I caught a 6-pounder. I'm going to make a video about that. I'm going to tell you guys. I found out some information actually last week. And that tournament was almost 2 years ago. I found out some information last week about that tournament. I was royally screwed out of that tournament. I let some people know what happened in the tournament. I got some mixed reactions. I didn't care too much for the reactions. I thought people were not quite understanding what I was saying. It went farther than me. It went above me. It went to like general top of the line people for that tournament day. It was really bad what they did to me on that day. It was really bad and it was unfortunate. I didn't like it, but for the story I'm talking about, I caught a 6-pounder that day. I've caught 5-pounders. I've caught 4-pounders. I've caught 3.5s. I've caught a bunch of 4s, a couple of 5s on the Potomac. This fish was, if not bigger than, just as big as those fish, and I lost it. So by that token, in the tournament that me and her were fishing, I needed that fish, guys. We needed that fish in that day to be able to compete. And the thing is, you cannot beat the guys on the Potomac if you don't land those big fish. If I landed it, it would have put us at a good total. We probably would have took like 3rd or 4th place. And it would have been whole different stories. Needless to say, we ended up finishing about the middle of the pack, which was good. Really good for our very first tournament together. First time on the water, working together as a team. We did really well. And like I said, I would take my wife fishing any tournament possibly in America. I would take her with me because she's good. She picks up stuff really quickly and she knows what she's doing. So I really like fishing with her. And like I said, she's always positive. She's always encouraging me. So when I lost that fish, I fell down in the bottom of the boat. If there was a time I ever wanted to cry on the water, that was the time I wanted to cry. I wanted to win that tournament so bad, and I did everything. Everything. We had done everything to try to put ourselves in a position to win. We caught the fish when we had them. We did not lose that many bites, but I ended up losing the fish that could have definitely easily been a 5 or 6 pounder. Huge, huge fish. We saw his mouth. We saw his head. He jumped out of the water. My wife will tell you, I'm telling you, that fish was huge. That fish was massive in that grass by himself, just chilling, eating everything. We needed that fish badly, but we didn't get him. It's okay. We still managed to catch our limit. It was a really good day. But just saying. So my tournament recap. You guys aren't going to see the video of that because I didn't record that day. We just went fishing. That's what I've been doing too. I've been fishing and filming a lot, but also too when I'm just going in for fishing, I'm just fishing. I'm just fishing. Cut the cameras off. Forget that whole crap. I don't care nothing about YouTube, nothing about any of this. I'm fishing that day. I'm just going fishing that day. I just want to learn. I want to put stuff together. I make a ton of fun, cool fishing videos on YouTube. Sometimes you got to put the camera away and just go to work, okay? When you're in my position, when you're on a learning curve, when you're competing against guys who've been fishing for 40 years and you've been fishing for 4, put the camera away and go to work, okay? The camera can be running in the background. That's fine. I just didn't set up the YOLO tech, but I got to put that work in. I'm just working. If I forget to bring the camera, I forget to bring the camera. I'm just going to work that day. I'm trying to learn and catch these fish. So, but with that being said, I'm keeping the recap deal going. I fished BFLs. I'm in the BFLs. I'm in the points, guys. I'm outside of the top 45, but I have a shot. So I fished the Shenandoah Series BFLs. I missed Smith Mountain Lake, but I did fish the Potomac, and then I also fished the Kerr. I've never fished Kerr. I've never fished outside of Virginia. I fished in Maryland, D.C., Virginia, but I've never fished another state. I fished another state, went to North Carolina, went fishing. Had a great time. Managed to catch a few fish down there. Quite a few fish down there.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
Well, I got one at the door, one right here, another one coming.
I'm doing a live stream. I don't know what's. I got the main one. Come here, main one.
No, he is coming after me.
Well, yeah, it's normal. So guys, I have fished the BFLs. The first BFL I did on the Potomac River. Had a great start to my day, guys. I had a 3.5 pounder and like a 1.25 pound right to start my day. Like it was really good, like a great start. Problem is, I couldn't get anything after that. I caught my personal best crappie that day. I caught my personal best catfish that day. Ended up catching another bass. Caught him, almost got him to the boat. He got off. That was unfortunate. I needed that third fish and a short fish. My boater ended up having 4 fish. He's a really nice dude, really good. He knows what he's doing. Put us on some fish. Got us around some fish. Just couldn't put anything together for the BFL. But I did end up catching 4 pounds, 7 ounces in the Potomac River BFL. Finished in like 80th place or something like that. And decent. It's not bad, but it's decent. It's better than I've done in any BFL so far. So this is only like my 5th BFL, so it's okay. The first 2 I literally didn't even compete in. So it's kind of... Okay, go back and watch those videos. You'll see. First 2 I didn't really compete in. The third one I did catch a 3.5 pounder. It was good. Good day. Caught a bunch of fish, but it was a 15-inch limit, and that's what got me. I caught a bunch of fish under 15 and then one over 15 when I did this in 2016. This is my first year back after 2016. I did 1 last year, I think, and I did 2 this year. The plan is I got coming up now, Potomac River BFL this Saturday. This is a big, big tournament for me. If I do well in this tournament, I'll put myself closer to being in the top 45. After that, there's another tournament on the Potomac. If I do well in that one, I put myself closer to the top 45. If I get in the top 45, I make the regional, and you guys will see me on TV. That's the goal, right? Like, that's what I want to do. Get the coverage for the sponsors. Of course, Omega Custom Tackle, you guys can't see. 13 Fishing, TRC covers, and just do well in fishing. I mean, it's something I've worked on, something I've been grinding at, something I've been trying to do, and it just does. You can actually put it together and make it happen. So I'm pushing for my goal. I've got a goal. I've just got to put it together this Saturday, and in another month I have another tournament coming up. So all I got to do, that's it. Just fish really well on the river that I'm good, and I've been fishing. I just told you guys how good I did on the Potomac. I've been fishing the Potomac. I've been grinding on the Potomac. I've been putting in the work on the Potomac. I got a lot more work to put in because I clearly don't know it all. But this year I have dialed in some serious things that can really help me as a co-angler and as a boater on the Potomac. I got a tournament on the Potomac tomorrow night, matter of fact. If the weather holds up, I'll be out there in the Potomac doing a little bit more practice. Storms are coming. We see them coming. They're coming. They canceled our soccer practice. They already canceled a couple stuff around this area. Um, storms are coming. They are coming. So I'm trying to get this in real quick because you may be shut down here for a little bit. But like I said, BFLs, they're going well so far. I did Kerr Lake. I caught a bunch of fish, but Kerr also had a 14-inch limit. So I caught enough. If it was a 12-inch limit, I'd have had 5 fish. A lot of people would have had 5 fish if it was a 12-inch limit. But I would have had 5 if it was a 12-inch limit. Unfortunately, it was a 14-inch limit, and I caught a bunch of 13 3/4, 13 and a half, 13.25, 12.75, 13.25. Then I finally got one like 14 and a half. That's the one I weighed in. I finished again in like 80 someplace, but it's good enough to keep me in the standings, keep me in there. Being one tournament short kind of hurts, but if I fish the 4 and I do decent, I got a shot, guys. I got a shot. So I'm hoping that you guys all pull for me. Pull for me, man. I appreciate the support on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys that wish me well when you hear me doing good. Fishing from a boat. Boat fishing. I don't do any kayak fishing. I had a kayak. I was borrowing a kayak. I don't even have a kayak anymore. All boat fishing, either as a boater or as a co-angler in the back of someone else's boat. I take my boat or I take someone else. I go in someone else's boat as a co-angler. So, guys, I'm excited for what's coming up. Like I said, I've disappeared for a little bit, but there's a lot going on, a lot of work and staying busy. This is the time, like, you got to stay busy. You got to get this money, make sure everything's situated. But right now, I got a little bit of time to fish, so I'm just going to fish and enjoy myself. I've been filming. I'm working on a video today, matter of fact. I went out to the river today, caught some fish, had a really great time, so I'm working on that video. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, hopefully, you guys stick with me. I didn't forget. I still have a 1,500 subscriber giveaway. I hit 1,500 a while ago. Still got that coming up. I've switched up a lot of my stuff that I got. So the direction I was headed with the giveaway obviously ain't gonna work anymore. So I'm gonna try to bring in some of this new stuff I got. Very exciting. My new team, my 13 fishing team, my TRC covers. These things. I'm gonna try to incorporate a lot of this stuff into the giveaway to give you guys some of what I'm actually using on the water. That's the plan. So, but with that being said, with the switch just happening, it kind of shifted what I was doing. Hey, Full Over Bassin, what's up? What's up? I hit that river today, man. Caught a few. It was a good time. Good time. Tough, but good time. Learned a lot. So, with the transition, it kind of slowed up my 1,500 subscriber giveaway, but I did not forget. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. I got a video dropping tomorrow. I got a video dropping, I think, Friday. I got a video dropping next Tuesday. I got a video dropping next Friday. Got another video dropping next Tuesday. Got another video dropping next Friday. Yes, I got off. I thought the storms were coming at like 3 o'clock. So I got off at like 2:30. I was trying to get off at like 1:30, but I was started catching more fish. So, and then I was waiting at the boat ramp. Obviously, I don't own the boat ramp, clearly, so if the kayakers and other people want to come, if you're trying to come back in, you kind of got to wait till everybody goes out, then you can go back in. It's a constant struggle when there's only one ramp. Constant struggle, because you have to time your arrival and departure based on random facts, and you don't know who's coming, where, when, what, and how. So you just go fishing some more and wait till everybody gets done, then you come back in. But I had a good time on the river. Snakehead. Oh, I saw 2 snakeheads today. They swam up to the top. I saw them. They were a little bit smaller, but I won't throw nothing near what they wanted today. I was Texas rigging and wacky rigging. That's it. I really was not. I ain't throw much of nothing else other than it the whole time, but it was working, so I was good. Couple keepers, couple shorts. Good time though. Good time. And sorry guys, I am watching the Arkansas River tournament. Bassmaster just posted because I am fishing the river, and every river video I can watch right now, I'm watching all of them because I really just like to see people's approach to how they approach river fishing, what they do, what they look for, what they target, any bit I can get to help me. Again, I mentioned the learning curve. I'm trying to catch up, guys. When you're trying to compete at the highest level with these dudes that have been fishing since before I was born, you've got to do everything you can. You got to spend the time on the water. You got to watch. You got to learn. You got to listen. You got to talk. These things you got to do. Yeah, them bass, oh my goodness. Talk about it had to be a precise cast, skipped up underneath of like, oh man, all the normal stuff you hit. Well, actually, I take that back. 2 I caught in like a normal spot. I just pulled up to a tree, flipping, like, okay, all right, bet, that's what's up. You guys will see it. That is actually a video I'm working on. like I said, the one you guys missed, the one me and my wife fished. You guys saw the husband and wife video. Like I said, I explained it in the first one part of this. It is not me. That does not count as 2 uploads for me, okay? That's not me saying I got 2 uploads on Tuesday and Friday and me uploading the same video twice. No. That was a error. I uploaded one. It got messed up. I tried to do an edit to it. So YouTube took it down for a couple of days while they were doing the edit. That messed me up because, like I said, the momentum on that video was doing really well. A lot of positive feedback. So, like I mentioned earlier, if you guys could, I know you guys already saw it. I promise you that you missed something. So, if you could, please go back and watch that video again, guys. Like, watch it again. Just let it play. Listen. I guarantee you probably missed. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was out between 10:30 and 2. So I was out probably on the water like 10:30 and off the water around 2:15. So between 10:30 and 2:15, I caught 5 bass. The biggest probably 2 pounds. The rest probably like a quarter, pound and a quarter, pound and some change. And then one was 10 ounces or something like that. A little tiny guy. I missed a couple of smaller ones. But it was okay because I wasn't trying to catch them anyway. I was trying to go for some big ones, and that I didn't want to see them at all. But I had one guy on a kayak was talking to me, catching anything. I was literally hooked up at that time. I saw the small bass swimming away with my Senko, and I'm like, yeah, I am. Couple of bass, and of course the bass takes off. I'm like, really? Go away, kayak! I'm trying to catch some fish. He ain't had no rods. He ain't had no reels. He wasn't fishing. I don't know what he was doing, to be honest with you guys. It was really weird. The kayakers I experienced today were really weird. And yes, God is good. That is for sure. In my first part of this, I definitely thanked him a lot. I have an awesome family. I have awesome friends. Like, awesome. So I'm very thankful to God. He is fantastic. So, with that being said, guys, I wanted to do a quick BFL recap. I do have the BFLs this Saturday on Potomac River. It is launching from Smallwood State Park. So, if you ever have or ever wanted to, come say what's up. I will be there at the Potomac River, Smallwood State Park. I'm launching from Leesylvania. I'm catching a ride over to Smallwood, weighing in at Smallwood, and then I'm coming back to Leesylvania when I'm done. My weigh-in is going to be between 2 and 3:15. We launch at 6 o'clock. I will be there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be fishing. Feel free to come by, say what's up, see how things are going, say hey, whatever the case may be. I'm going to be tired. If I could spell that with like a couple A's, like tar, like I'm gonna be tired, that's for sure. Cause it's supposed to be hot. It's been hot. But what I have been doing, and this is something I started doing when I first started fishing, was conditioning my body to be prepared to be out in that particular weather. So I've been actually doing that for a while. With the last 2 BFLs I fished, it was 100, feels like over 100. In both BFLs I fished, it feels like over 100, I believe. First one might have been 90s. Second one was definitely over 100. Feels like 100 plus. Like, it was hot. Hot. And we were catching them on top water. I just want to put that out there. Kerr Lake, catching them on top water. Boy, that was fun. And then we were catching them some on a wacky rig when the boaters and all the craziness started happening. True North. First bait caster. Ooh-wee. You're definitely going to catch something on it. That's for sure. You're definitely going to get frustrated at it and want to throw it in the river. Guarantee you. You can mark my words. You can write it down in your journal right now. You're going to want to throw that thing in the river. But if you stick with it, you will be forever grateful because it's a fantastic tool to help you land some fish. Oh, yes, that's what I'm talking about. But just imagine that when you see the perfect thing to throw at and you're about to cast and hey, fishing with Tanner, what's up? Nice Shimano SL, can't go wrong there. Cannot go wrong there. I had 4 of them. I love them. They're great reels. Don't have them anymore. I have all 13 fishing reels now and I have 13 fishing rods, but I did like my Shimano SLX. I don't take anything away from them. But 13 Fishing, definitely put them on your radar. They have some affordable stuff and they have some stuff that's $400. But definitely put them on your radar. They got some good stuff. And you can find their stuff for way cheaper than what it is online. Just hop on Facebook Marketplace. Any of those, hop on those, dude. You can you can find, like, the Concept Z is like $200. I found a Facebook page where the guy's selling them for 100 shipped. All you gotta do is search for them. You don't gotta pay these big prices. Like, don't let that stuff fool you. Don't get me wrong, 13fishing.com. Check it out, 13fishing.com. But I'm telling you, if you want to get into it, you ain't gotta go broke. Trust me, you can get a good deal on some of this stuff. The Z, I love the Z. I love the Concept A Gen 2. Like, these things are really good. These are my favorite stuff right now. 13 Fishing. But you can't go wrong with the SLX. Definitely good. You can dial that thing in really good. You can skip with it really good. You can bomb cast with it really good. It does really good. But like I said, if you see the perfect target and you go to pitch with a wonderful baitcaster, you need fish number 5. You're in a tournament. You pitch. That thing backlash so bad that you cannot get it out. And you have to cut your line. Not to mention you have to cut your line, but you have to take your spool out and cut the line. Yeah, like I said, you're going to want to throw that thing in the river. In the river. And hope no one ever finds it and feels the pain that you feel. Okay. But, like I said, stick with it. Get it dialed in. Watch as much as you can to learn about it. And then once you get it dialed in, oh, it's going to be your favorite thing in the world. Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah, I've never fished for a salmon a day in my life. And I've caught a few trout, but they're not. I'm not a trout. I'm good at fishing trout because, to be honest with you, I fish 2 and 4 pound line when I'm bass fishing. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. It's very scary, but it's a lot of fun. Now, I told Full Armor Bassin and Your Next Cast, you guys know how we do our Major League Fishing tournament. I did the one with them. I think it was the second one I did. And I kept breaking off fish. I don't know if you guys remember what I did in that video, but I kept breaking off fish in the trees. And I could not figure out for the life of me why I was breaking off fish in the trees. I'm like, come on, it's a tree limb. Like, just snap out of that thing. Like, I'm like, I never had problems with that. Hey, what up, EJ? What up, what up, what up? I'm like, I never had a problem breaking off fish in the tree. What I realized that I did is that I went on the shad run, okay? If you guys know anything about Fredericksburg, Virginia, you know about the shad run. I went on the shad run. Yeah, Titus is a beast, man. Titus is really good. Me and Titus we've been fishing, talking fishing. Me and Titus actually work together, so we talk fishing all the time. Well, we did, but we talk fishing all the time. Me and Titus, like, it's pretty awesome. We're both on YouTube. Titus was my first fishing partner I ever had. Like, we fished the whole Potomac team's trail. Me and Your Next Cast, we've been doing this fishing thing for a while. He started fishing before I did. He used to tell me about all the fish he catch. I'm out here catching catfish. I didn't really want to catch bass. Switched over to bass, and it's been that way since. But for the shad run, so I fished the shad run, right? I go to Rappahannock, I fish the shad run. I put 4 pound line on, 2 pound line on, tiny pole, 5'6", maybe 6 foot, and I bomb out there for shad. So what I did is I had 4 pound line on for shad. I joined in the hunting run fishing tournament with the fellas, the Major League Fishing style tournament that we do. We're planning to hopefully do one this year. Whenever these guys want to go fishing on a hunting run again, we will go fishing. I had 4 pound line on hunting run during that tournament. I had 4 pound line on one, I had 6 pound line on one, but the one I kept throwing because it kept casting far was 4 pound line. So when I got back home, I was like, why did I break off every single fish in the world that I caught? That's why. He's funny. Oh man, that's funny. So guys, I literally fished the tournament with 4 pound line for bass, throwing into trees, and wondered why I broke off literally everything. I wasn't playing them as much as I should. There's freaking trees, and I'm 4 pound line. For the shad run, that's fine. Okay, that's 4 pound line for the shad run, that's fine. There's some big shad, but it's still fine on a 4 pound line. You just got to know how to pull them up out of the water. For bass, that's not going to work, man. Not for 4 pound, not the way I was throwing. I was skipping it all the way up to like the little stick ups at hunting run and getting broke off easily. Like, they just run you into it. 4 pound line, I mean, you can literally just pull that crap apart. So it kind of sucks, but that's okay. That's my bad. That's, as an angler, you should know what the heck you're fishing. Why would I show up with the wrong gear And then you can't blame anybody but yourself when you get your butt kicked. That's on you. If you show up to the Potomac, I can't say with 6-pound line because I've kicked a lot of people's butts with 6-pound line. But if you show up to the Potomac with 4-pound test and you throw around some docks and you break off every fish, that's your own fault. Okay, that's your own fault. You need to go home and rethink your life. A lot of my friends on the Potomac, they won't fish with less than 12-pound line. They will not fish with less than 12-pound line. And I don't blame them. The water's dirty. There's really no point to go down a 6-pound line like you're fishing in Smith Mountain Lake where the water's crystal clear. Just go with 12. The fish they can't really tell anyway. It's just a matter of, and you're going to be throwing in some heavy stuff. So 6-pound line on the Potomac kind of seems kind of dumb, but at the same time, it gets me bites and I know how to play it because like I said, I've been using 4-pound, I've been using 2-pound, I've been using 6-pound, I've been using 8-pound. So I just got used to fishing with 6-pound line. I throw 6-pound line in the same place that I would throw 15-pound. Like I don't care because basically I know, one, I got to go get the fish, or two, you know, just be smart with it. That's it. If I get the fish on 6-pound line, I don't set the hook like I'm freaking Greg Hackney. I don't do that, right? Like lift up, lift. That's it. When I get a fish, straight up. He's hooked. Loosen the drag. Let him run around. Pick the boat to him. Get the net. Scoop him in. It's good. I fish what I'm confident in. So there's no point. If I show up with 12-pound line and I fish a place, I'm going to blame the 12-pound line the whole time I'm fishing for why I didn't catch any fish. That's just me. I know me. You know you. If you always fish with 12 and this day you go with 8 and you break off the first fish, you're going to blame the 8-pound line. I should have been with 12. I should have did 12. I know 12 works. I'm the same way. If I fish with 12 and I don't get bit all day, I'm going to say I should have fished with 6. If I fish with 10, I'm going to just say I should have fished with 6. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how else to explain that. Like, we're fishermen. We're going to find something to blame for the day. Like, you're going to blame somebody or something for that day. If they didn't hit your chartreuse and blackback and you left your red crawl at home, you're going to blame the chartreuse and blackback. I should have bought that red crawl. They always hit that red crawl in the river. Why I ain't bring that red crawl? Dude, you're going to find something. So it's a weird mind thing, but I fish with 6-pound line. I've been doing it for 2.5 years, 3 years now. I'm so used to setting my drag. I'm so used to just letting the fish run a little bit. I can pull on them a little bit too. The thing is, the 6-pound line I use is not no slouch, dude. Like I'm trying to tell you, that crap does not break off easy. It does. 6-pound doesn't. 4-pound snaps my fingers. 6-pound will not break off. 8-pound is like, like that stuff is tough. I've pulled some fish out of some nice docks with that stuff, but I also fish 15, 17-pound, 25-pound. I got 50-pound braid tied on a couple reels now. I got 65-pound braid. I got 40-pound braid, 30-pound braid. I fish a lot of different things, but I'm always about getting that one extra bite. So if I go with 6 and I get one extra bite above somebody else, for me, that means I may get fish number 5, and I may, as a co-angler, this is huge for me that I fish with 6-pound line already. And I love drop shot fishing. I love shaky head fishing already as a co-angler. Because in these BFLs, you do not get the best spots. You do not get to crack the best places. You do, but you get secondhand. You can't cast at all the wonderful spots. You've got to make do with what you can make do with. So for me, it's like the fact that I already fish a finesse style of fishing. Don't get me wrong. I will throw a jig. I will throw an Omega custom tackle jig in the nastiest stuff, and I will rip that sucker out. And that fish won't know what hitting. Oh, really? Is he losing? He did some tournament on Fortnite that he claims was some big tournament that went from like 5 to 8 and like 9 to midnight. I never heard how he did on the tournament, though. I want to ask him. Because it was a big Fortnite tournament, apparently, he says. I have to ask him about that. But, yeah, guys, the storm has come. The rain is coming down. If I can show you guys, it is pretty bad. It's coming down pretty bad. But I'm sitting here on the couch. The boat's all set up. My rods and reels over there. They're good to go. I've been on here a little long today. But, again, I haven't uploaded in a while. For like a month. I came back with a new video. I wanted to explain that video real quick. I got another new videos. I got more videos coming, guys. I'm working on one as we speak from the river trip earlier I'm talking about. A couple videos coming out, guys, for you guys soon so that you guys can see and keep up with your boy. So I appreciate you guys. Man, thunder is coming. Thunder, like I said, it is coming. But like I said, for that line deal, guys, it's really weird. So I'll kind of give you guys a little taste on my setup. Right now for my BFL, I have 10-pound line on one, 12-pound line on the other, 15-pound line on another, 17-pound line, 6-pound line, 8-pound line. So that's my line set up for the whole tournament. 10, 12, 15, 17, 6, 8. So one of them is going to work, right? Like one of them in there in that range is going to work. The reason why I didn't do like 25, because like I said, you're not going to get first crack at that dock. Like, so if the boater goes by that dock and he flips his jig, if you're following up somebody, and this is a theory that I've recently watched a couple of videos to kind of explain it to me, but this is the theory. If the boater flips at the dock with the jig, he obviously is a pro. Some of them pro, some of them are Joes. If he flips at the dock with a big a half-ounce jig, 20-pound line, he doesn't get bit. What sense does it make for me to flip at the same dock with 20-pound line? Nothing. What's up? What? You can come. Come on, Squirt. Sorry, guys. This is the part I mentioned. Oh, well, say hey to a new person on the stream. You guys know her. She's LA Soph. Check her out. She's got some new videos coming up, too. But, so, guys, so, like I said, what sense does it make as a co-angler to then flip at the, hey, Smiley, flip at the same dock? Right. It makes no sense. So, he fished with 20-pound line. You come right behind him with 20-pound line. You're wasting your time. There's literally nothing. Now, I did that in my BFL last year. He flipped the jig, I flipped the jig. He flipped the jig, I flipped the Texas rig. We both were coming in pretty heavy. Nobody was catching anything. He kept flipping the jig. I finally switched to a shaky head, throwing a little finesse worm, and boom, I get my first keeper, almost a 2-pounder, right? Like, or a pound and a half, a little over a pound and a half. And it's like, it's like a mindset thing. I should have known that. Obviously, should have known not to come in as heavy as the other guy. I should take my time and come in a little softer. But at the same time, you know, I'm used to what I'm used to. I'm used to skipping a jig. I'm used to throwing a Texas rig. Like these things I do. I fish from the front of the boat. I have my own boat. These are things I like to do. I'm slowly shifting my mindset now from being a co and just kind of being able to get a mindset of trying to be successful and win these and compete in these tournaments with some of these guys out here, because there's some co's that's like what they do. They don't even want to be a pro. They want to be a co, and they do really good at being a co. They know how to hit the targets that the boater misses. They know they're very accurate with their casting, very precise. If they see the boater skip at dock piling 1 and 3, they hit piling number 2 and catch the fish. So it's kind of like a thing like that, and that's where I'm trying to get to. I know how I can. The thing is, when I'm in my boat, I hit 1, 2, and 3. Okay. 4, 5, and 6, right? So when he skips at 1 and skips at 3, then I gotta hit 2. It's just a mindset thing. You just gotta shift your mindset. Once you do, you have a very good shot at being really good at this, because you're good at hitting targets. Now it's just a matter of just calculating what you hit. Again, picking up whatever he misses, and then downsizing to whatever he's doing. Pretty much all you need to do if you're gonna be a co. I'll give you my key tips, and I haven't won anything. I haven't had success as a co as of yet, but I'm definitely getting better. And I can tell you from my mistakes. Shaky head, wacky rig, and if you need to throw some kind of moving bait, make sure it's a moving bait that doesn't get hung up a lot. Okay, whatever that may be for you. If that's your crankbait, if that's your spinner bait, if that's your chatterbait, whatever the case may be, just make sure it doesn't get hung up a lot, because you may get one really good crack at a spot, and you got to be able to put that bait where it needs to go. What's wrong? You got to be able to put it where it needs to go so you can be successful. So I'll kind of wrap this up, guys. I appreciate you guys. I know I've been on here for a little bit, but I appreciate you guys. I'll come back with another video on some tournament tips and tricks. Again, this weekend, I need all you guys' support. Pull for me. Bass and Furious. My name is actually Ty, but check the weigh-in. It's going to be on flwlive.com, I think, or flw.com, and it's the live. Click on the weigh-in live. We're going to be on there. The weigh-in starts at 2 o'clock.
Tell them where it's going to be at, because you need to know that.
Smallwood State Park. Oh, yes. Look for Potomac River when you get on there. So FLW and look for Potomac River. It may actually be on Facebook Live as well, guys, on FLW channel. They'll let us know that, but maybe on Facebook, and it's going to be on the FLW website or the app. You can watch the weigh-in, the live leaderboard, all that stuff. Be sure to check it out. Tune in. Look for my name. If you've been supporting me the whole time, cheer me on, and then look for my name when you get there, so you can see how I did. I'm super excited. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys as well. My Fast and Furious friends. Thank you. Obviously, you guys see, you guys see, you know what time it is. So, again, thank you guys again. I'll be back again. Remember, new videos coming up this week, next week, the week after, and the week after. I have them scheduled already. So, videos are coming. Hopefully, you guys can see. And then, as I'm still working on the details, the 1,500 subscriber giveaway is still in full effect. You guys will get the details of that here soon. I know you guys will be excited about it as well. We'll do it before I get to 2,000, but we're working on it. So, stay tuned. Appreciate you guys. As always, peace, peace. LA Soph.
Peace, peace.
Peace, peace.
Peace, peace.
Catch you guys on the next one, okay?
Bye.
All right.